So today we want to begin by looking around. We don't get lost in our present sufferings if we look around, first of all, and give thoughtful attention to the example of creation. The Apostle Paul in Romans chapter 8 says this about the example of creation. Verse 19. For the creation waits in eager expectation for the children of God to be revealed. For the creation was subject to frustration, not by its own choice, but by the will of one who subjected it, in hope that the creation itself would be liberated from its bondage to decay, and brought into the freedom and glory of the children of God. We know that the whole creation has been groaning as in the pains of childbirth right up to the present time. Just as God heard the groaning of his people, Israel, when they were in bondage to slavery in Egypt, he hears creation groaning and waiting for the redemption of the children of God. You see, the curse came upon earth not because of anything that was wrong with creation. God created everything and he declared it good. The curse upon creation came because of man's disobedience. And so all of earth, all of creation, and everything in the world that is made is subject to corruption, to decay, to trouble because of the sin of Adam, and also the continued abuse of mankind. Picture this. When we have a new birth in a family, and it's not uncommon for dad to share pictures, and he can pull out his smartphone and go to his photos and flip through and say, hey, look at my newborn son. And he might show a picture of the newborn baby being cradled in the crook of mom's arm. Now, mom might look a little weary and exhausted, but there is a joy that radiates on her face at the birth of a child. We would be horrified if this new dad, although I guess in our times, given the lack of social or emotional intelligence, a dad could do this, but if they did, we would be horrified if they went through their phone and said, hey, I want to show you a video of the anguish and agony of my wife in childbirth. Listen to her moan. Isn't that amazing? No, we would be horrified. We'd be horrified. It isn't the brokenness, the agony, the groaning that we want to see. It's the picture of what has come. And see, in Romans chapter 8, in verses 19 and following, where God is speaking of creation, it says that creation groans as if in labor to give birth. And what is coming is a new heaven and a new earth. Creation will one day be delivered from that which it is subjected to because of man's sin.